Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give is to Taylor. Fights off a defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have at your place, David?
Well, I have the body spray, but no, this rivalry obviously means so much. These programs built so similar to each other. So many tough guys on this football field wanting to come out here and swing that axe.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll run it from the gun. And the Golden Gophers will move the sticks. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun. Just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flippin' cool is that?
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. A little screen to the running back. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. The Golden Gophers will keep this drive going.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Golden Gophers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To throw, it's Edwards. Steps away to find some room. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets it out quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Badgers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And that's really good third down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the fourth down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Breaks away in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Edwards. That's caught, it's Mason. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Punts it out of the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Grabs it in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle. Bang, bang, bang.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They'll move the tight end. They're going to test the right side with this. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Here's a heat. This time he's got it. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Badgers. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Minnesota! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mason. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Badgers have this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't quite hook up on the outside. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go back to the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hard running there. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Taylor.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Looking to fire. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Taylor. Made a defender miss. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You can punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Edwards. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Wrestles down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Dupree. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. To the air, it's Lindsey. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Badger. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air, it's Edwards. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. extra point, splits the upright. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Wisconsin has Paul Bunyan's axe. Goalposts have been figuratively chopped down, and the Gophers have been literally chopped down. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.